So welcome to all of you on what is known by many as Panicking Saturday, the day that traditionally precedes Mothering Sunday. That's right, it's Mother's Day tomorrow, and at the very least, if you haven't done it already, you've got to get something. You've got to get your mum a card at least. That's not too much to ask, is it? And you can get them all over the place. Here's one I got from the nearby garage, and it's a lovely little pretty picture of a bear for a very lovely mum. However, I would not recommend you buy this one that I saw posted on Twitter that was found in a shop in Glasgow. Here it is. MILF, my mummy is hot. I get the feeling you know what MILF means. I had to look it up on the internet. I didn't know. Jack, are you aware? Do they have that term in America, MILF?
It's mother, I'd like to...
No! Jack, it's mum, I love you forever. What's wrong with you?
That's what it is.
What were you going to say?
I can't think of one F-word that's inflammatory.
Well, do you buy your mother something on Mother's Day?
Look, every day's Mother's Day. Am I right, guys?
Right. Okay.
I lost him for a second there.
Jack, I've surpassed myself this year I got a gift for my Mother's Day that she's never going to forget. I got a Richard Gere. Right there. Okay.
Where's the mum?
Okay.
I don't see the mum.
I'm going to wrap you in a ribbon and you're going to a house in Hitchin later on, straight after the show. Should we get my first guest out, ladies and gentlemen? He is the king of comedy from School of Rock to Tropic Thunder and now Kung Fu Panda 3. It is the tenacious Jack Black. Good to see you, Jack. Jack, it's great to have you back.
Great to be here.
How are you? You doing well?
I'm doing very well, yeah. Flying around, talking about my panda.
OK. Well, here's the deal. Kung Fu Panda... Did you go and see Kung Fu Panda 1 or 2 or both?
Thank you.
But huge success they've been for you, haven't they?
Yeah, it's the only sequel I've been a part of. You know, there was a lot of love for the Kung Fu and the Panda, but the combination of the two...
Irresistible.
Forget about it.
Yeah, yeah. So the character you play is Po.
Yeah.
Po the panda. What happens to Po in 3? What's happening in Po's life in 3?
A lot is happening. He meets his biological father.
Wow.
And his adoptive father's not too happy about that. That's some comedic friction there.
Yeah,
he also has to become a teacher. He has to teach a whole neighborhood of baby pandas how to do Kung Fu in order to protect themselves from this new evil villain from another dimension.
Who's my favourite villain so far?
Donald Trump. Just kidding. Wouldn't that be scary? You know what? It's actually...
On that note, what is happening in your country?
Well, listen, he's not elected yet.
Yeah.
We have, you know...
Yeah.
I have faith in the voting public of the
You said that with no conviction whatsoever. OK.
No, come on, Hillary.
So, but there are more pandas, and he thought...
Or Bernie. Sorry. Anyway.
OK.
Anyone but that dude. She's gonna take him down. She's tough.
But, Jack, if she doesn't...
Yeah?
Are you going to move to Canada?
I'm gonna move somewhere. Or I'll have to stay there and mount the resistance.
Wow. So, there were more pandas. He thought there were no pandas. He thought he was the last panda, didn't he?
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, he thought he was the last panda on Earth. Turns out there's a whole secret village of pandas in the mist. Pandas in the mist.
Which is...
It's like gorillas in the mist.
Why don't we enjoy a clip of Kung Fu Panda 3?
Love to.
OK, here we go. It's out this Friday. I saw it. It's hilarious, but also it will probably make you cry at the end as well. Have a look. There you go. Kung Fu Panda 3 opens everywhere Friday. Jack, you've always been a well-covered guy.
Yeah. What do you mean?
But I've seen you live. I've seen you with your band. I've seen you're a fit guy.
Oh,
you
really?
You have it.
Deceptively fit.
Yeah. Now, but can you do any other Kung Fu?
Yeah, sure.
Have you mastered any of the moves?
I've got lots of martial arts in my arsenal. I mean, since I was a little kid, I did karate, I did judo, I did Kung Fu. Yeah, the answer is yes.
Wow. It would feel, then, churlish of me to ask for a demonstration, I feel.
Oh, you want to taste?
Not necessarily.
Well, you know... The karate, it's pretty boring, but
Nothing
you know,
dangerous.
the karate, it's just, the secret is if you twist the fist at the last second, ichi, ni, san, shi, go, roku, ichi, hachi, ku, chu. That's counting to 10 in Japanese. The judo is a strictly defensive move. I can't show you a move unless you attack me, but then I flip you.
Wow.
And the kung fu, it's more of like a spiritual practice than really a self-defense technique, but it's the martial art of the moving of chi. And if you see the hands, it's kind of like the infinity symbol. And the flow, if you can create the flow. It seems peaceful, genuinely, but then at the last second, you tear out the heart. Now I'm winded. Do you have any oxygen?
Yeah. That was genuinely one of the most beautiful things I've seen in my life.
That was just a little taste.
Yeah, wow, that's pretty good. You have in the film with you a great cast, OK? From day one, there's been a great cast. Angelina Jolie is in it. She's the tiger lady.
Yeah.
And you hang out with the Pit Jolies every Easter, is that right?
It's true.
But
she invites us over to party on Easter Sunday.
But you are a Jewish gentleman.
I'm a Jew, but when Angelina and Brad invite you over for an Easter egg hunt, you go, yes, Lord Jesus Christ, let's do this. He has arisen again.
And then you got Jackie Chan.
Yes.
The master of Kung Fu.
The incredible Jackie Chan, who, weirdly, I've been doing this franchise for 10 years. I had never met Jackie Chan until just a few weeks ago.
Wow.
In China. I'm still out of breath from my martial arts.
I'm out of breath from watching you.
Just because I'm out of breath doesn't mean I'm not dangerous, though.
Yeah.
I could get up and do a lot more martial arts right now. But anyway, back to Jackie Chan.
Yeah.
So we're we're in Shanghai, or was it Beijing, doing a junket for the movie, and someone comes up and taps me on the shoulder and says, "Mr. Chan would like to meet you." I was like, "Whoa, Jackie Chan is in the house." So he takes me up, and I meet the man, the myth, the legend. And, you know, I've been watching his movies for decades now. He's a personal hero of mine.
Was he aware that you were a master of so many forms of martial arts?
It didn't come up.
Okay.
I didn't...
You didn't open with that.
That's not something you want to brag about to an actual master.
Okay. Now, you're a dad. You have two young boys.
Yeah.
OK, Sammy and Tommy, is that right?
That's right.
OK, one of them does martial arts, is that right?
Yeah, my little boy Tommy. There's Tommy. He wanted to come to the premiere in his Kung Fu Gi.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah, he's in a little class at school called Young Ninjas, or Little Ninjas. And unfortunately, they haven't taught him not to use it on his father's genitals. Oh. Once in a while, there will be a surprise attack to the groin. Wow. That should be the first thing you learn with the martial arts, is only use it when you really have to.
When you need to, don't go for Dad's jewels.
But it's good. It keeps me on my toes.
Yeah, I can imagine.
It's like my own personal Kato.
I love that picture. If you look at that picture there, you can see they're so used to you acting like that in public. They're both thinking, one's thinking, I'm not with this guy. And the younger one's going, again? Really, Dad? Now, mainly, I think, when we think of Jack, we think of you in comic roles.
Yeah.
Is there inside of you, this is what I'm wondering, have you ever wanted to do something we didn't get the laughs?
Yeah, you know, before I hit it big, I was doing all kinds of different roles in theater and school, and I dabbled in the drama, and I still am drawn to the dark side occasionally. Some of my roles that you may not have heard of, have done some different things.
Because you have quite an evil face, I think.
Thank
you know what I mean? I
guess that's a compliment.
Well, you know, those eyebrows can do evil. That's what I'm... Look at that! No, then it became comic again at the end, you see. You can't resist it. OK, so there's one scene in Kung Fu Panda 3.
Yeah.
In which Po is kind of showing off, but he's also just playing to the gallery, he's having fun, and he's showing off how many dumplings he can stuff in his mouth.
Yeah.
He gets 22, I think.
Yeah.
And I don't have any dumplings here.
Good.
It's the first time I've said that, and people have moaned.
They were all looking forward to me stuffing dumplings in my face. Sorry, guys.
But we
no
do
dumplings today.
We do have some marshmallows. Do you want to see how many you
Good
could
Lord.
put in your mouth?
That's not what a Hollywood legend does.
Angelina isn't here.
Listen, I'll stuff some. I'll see if we
Okay.
can break the record.
Okay.
I'm positive I cannot do 22.
Okay, okay. Do you want me to... you know what? I'm going to challenge you to this.
Oh, we're both going to do it?
Yeah.
Let's get it started.
Hang on. Ground rules.
Okay.
You don't have to consume, you don't have to swallow the marshmallow.
In fact, you can't. You're forbidden
Yeah,
to swallow.
so it's just
if you
how many we get in
swallow,
the
you could do
Okay.
infinity. Okay.
Okay, you ready?
Yes.
And shall we begin?
We go at the same time.
Go.
Everybody was kung fu fighting. Those kids were fast as lightning. In fact, it was a
We did pretty good.
That was deliciously horrible.
It's good when you don't swallow, though. You just get a bit of the residue.
Yeah. That's not the first time you've said that to me, Jack. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
Well, listen, that's an exciting...
That is a fantastic crowd.
What a warm reception you
And a
got.
good-looking crowd, too.
Oh, man.
It's like a crowd of David Beckham looking like people. He is gorgeous, by the way.
He's so gorgeous.
Yeah.
He's like, he's not
Yeah.
even my type, and I'm thinking...
Yeah.
You know, I don't know, I went in for a kiss and I licked his cheek. He tastes good as well.
I'm sure he does. Let me guess. An essence of cinnamon.
Yes! You're good. So listen, it's Christmas is nearly here. I'm very excited. I hope you're excited also.
He's really sad that he decided to come tonight. Yes.
But he's got so much to give.
Yeah.
So Christmas is coming. You have 3 young children, this is correct?
I do. I have 3 young children.
Matthias, Magnus, and Axel. Now,
Yes.
they must be going crazy. They must be bouncing off
They're
the walls.
very
with
excited
excitement.
for this time of year. It's the best time of year for children. It's
a great time of year.
because they get presents, whether they deserve them or not.
And you have your wife is Swedish.
She is, and so we kind of have a special, a different bent to our Christmas. We have a Swedish Christmas party every year, which is called a Julfest.
Julfest.
Yeah.
Well, we have the word Yule.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So it's not that.
Not that special.
Yeah.
But what do you do at the Julfest?
The Julfest, we drink aquavit, which is like a Swedish vodka.
I've heard of this.
Yes. Have you had aquavit before? Yes. It goes down smooth.
Should we send out? Let's send out and see if we can get some aquavit, you said?
Oh, please.
Let's see if we can get some aquavit, and if we can get something, we'll have
we
a
can
drink,
translate
and we'll
what it-
have a song there in there.
Okay, great.
Let me ask you about Anchorman.
Yes.
Okay. Great. How exciting. Anchorman 2 is going to be out next week, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very excited. 18th of December.
18th.
Okay, Anchorman 2. Where is Ron now? As we begin the second movie, where is he placed? How do we find him?
Ron is now, it's 10 years later. The year is 1980, which was the beginning of 24-hour news. And So Ron and his team are scattered about doing various things. Is announcing the dolphin show at SeaWorld in San Diego, a little bit drunk. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. He's very down and out, and he gets a second chance with going on GNN, which is the brand new cable news station. And we see that, you know, Ron and the guys who have not evolved in any way, shape, or form are completely overmatched by what is modern news.
Let's have a look. This is, and how excited are you for Anchorman 2, ladies and gentlemen? It opens next Wednesday, December the 18th. Here it is, Anchorman 2.
I've already had the Old Spice, so...
Okay, so... But the Old Spice isn't a traditional Swedish drink.
It's not usually.
Okay.
So if you run out of the aquavit, you go to the Old Spice.
So now here's what I've read about Sweden, and I did some study, and we'll see whether this is true or not, because you know you're well placed to tell us about this.
Yeah.
During the festive period, every house puts a candle in the window.
Yes.
Why is that?
Because they still don't have electricity.
Okay. Christmas is celebrated on the 24th of December.
You usually open your presents on Christmas Eve.
Why are they so impatient?
They want it because they're such rabid consumers and they really want to get to their gifts.
The traditional Christmas dish is lye-treated codfish.
Lye-treated codfish. I think they eat that every day.
And they have goose blood soup.
Goose blood soup? Where are you getting your information?
From IKEA. In a pack. I've assembled it myself. I might have put it together incorrectly. So what are we... So we're going to sing... Will's going to teach us a Swedish Christmas... what is it? Is it called Jul song? Jul.
Yeah.
Jultime.
Yeah. Okay.
Julfest.
Here we go. Hej langgår, sjung hoppfalla halla halla hej. Hej langgår, sjung hoppfalla halla hej. This part I don't know.
Hey!
Hej langgår.
Whoa! Hey, that's not bad.
Sjung hoppfalla halla hej. Which in English is drink the whole thing down.
Even if you're vomiting.
Drink the whole thing down.
If you're sick upon your shoes. Hey!
And if you don't drink the whole thing down, you won't get a half of one later. So drink the whole thing down.
Paul, so am I right in thinking you were born in the US? I think New Jersey, is that right? Okay, but your parents are both from here, aren't they?
That's right.
Both from the UK.
London, yeah.
So do you have a fondness for the UK because of that? Do you get to visit often?
Absolutely. I've been coming here my whole life. I have dual citizenship.
Wow.
And I just, you know, it was tough to get any real good chocolate and candy and all of the, you know, good stuff here in the Midwest. So we would always have relatives send it over. And so I have such a warm, you know, warm feeling for England.
So relatives would send food parcels of chocolates over to you as a child?
Crunchy bars, you couldn't get them where I lived. You couldn't get Roundtree fruit gums, which were my dad's favorite. He loved the fruit gums that would take your teeth out.
Someone hissed when you said Roundtree fruit.
I found that I didn't realize, everyone's like, oh, the pastils.
Yes.
The pastils, which are great, everyone loves, but my dad loved the gums.
Yeah.
The ones that take your teeth out.
Yeah. And nobody seems to like those, just based on that reaction.
You're part of the big new Ghostbusters movie. Mm-hmm. Next exciting more. But before we get to that, this is not the only franchise, because of course you were Ant-Man in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which was amazing. I love those movies.
Oh, great.
You know, I love those movies, I really do. What's it like filming one? Because they're huge in scale, aren't they?
Yeah.
And you filmed that one here, I think?
That's right, yeah. The last one we filmed here. The first two we filmed in Georgia.
Right.
All set in San Francisco. But this one, yeah, this one we filmed out here.
And a huge scope of sets, I imagine, great scale?
Enormous. And I mean, to be involved in one of those productions is really astounding. And this one was really unique because they built this thing called the Volume, which is like a screen, an LED screen that wraps around an entire soundstage. They brought out dirt on the floor to make it look and feel more realistic.
So you're in a huge soundstage with dirt everywhere.
Pretty much, although it wasn't dirt. I think they got a deal on the dirt because it turned out to be manure.
Wow.
And we filmed in the summer.
You know what strikes me as being weird about that? I would imagine that dirt would probably be cheaper
The manure.
You would think.
Can you imagine the tomatoes they grew when you were
Yeah.
gone?
It's true.
What are the fan base? Because Marvel fans, and I am one of them, they're quite kind of obsessive is the wrong word, but they're big on the details. They love looking at the characters, the changes made from the film, from the comic books. Do you have much interactions? Have you ever been to conventions to meet the fans of those films?
I went to one of those Comic-Cons. The very first time Ant-Man was announced, I went to the big Comic-Con. I'd never been to one
In
before.
San Diego.
Yeah, and it was interesting because I was part of the Marvel panel, and I went out with the Avengers, which is a really interesting way to go to a Comic-Con. I've described it as it's like going to a music convention with the Beatles.
Yeah. It's the only way to go to
It
a
was
Comic-Con.
really, it's like, oh, well, this has kind of ruined it for me now. There's thousands of people screaming, going crazy. It was pretty wild.
Frozen Empire, the new Ghostbusters movie, out now, and it's a great, fun family film. And what's amazing, though, and I would imagine this was amazing for you, for me as a fan, it was great, to see you on screen with the original, those who are still with us, the original Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
How was that?
Yeah.
Surreal.
Yeah.
It didn't make any sense whatsoever. It's very hard when it was super cool to put on the flight suit and the proton pack and shoot ghosts. I felt like I was 10 years old. But then to kind of look over and see Bill Murray and Dan Aykroyd doing the same thing, I immediately forgot I was actually filming the scene. I'm just looking at them going, whoa, there they are, there they are. It was very exciting and a real honor, yeah.
Did you, being a fan of it and having that incredible moment, did you take anything home from the set? Were you allowed to keep your suit, a proton blaster, the car?
I kept my suit, yeah, which was pretty great.
Yeah.
And I took a couple of things and just took them. I didn't tell anyone. I don't think I was supposed to.
I take things from set as well.
That's the best. Why work on anything if you can't
Anything.
steal from the
Steal.
set?
Are they fans of your work? Do kids like seeing their dad?
No, they could care less.
Yeah, that's great.
It's great. But at the end of the day, I'm their dad. I'm not cool. And
Yeah.
if they ever think that I'm getting too big for my britches, they'll just say, "Hey, you're not Black Panther," which is actually something my son did say to me. He actually did say it. So.
Paul, I hope you don't mind asking. I want to ask you about one of my favourite scenes in recent comedy cinema history, which you were there for the filming of. You're on screen in it. The scene in 40-Year-Old Virgin,
Oh,
where they
amazing.
wax Steve
Oh, yeah.
Carell's
Yeah.
chest.
Right. Yeah.
That must have been quite a day at the office.
Yeah. That was. They had about 5 cameras set up because once he got waxed, you couldn't do it again. Because he really got waxed.
You can't unwax a man.
You can't go
was
back.
waxed.
Once you're waxed.
Despite what the Karate Kid told us.
Yeah. No, it's wax on, wax off, stays off.
Yeah.
And that girl, the woman who was the waxer.
The waxer.
The waxer. I remember when she came in and was talking about it. She said her family owned a salon. This is what she did. But I think it's like sometimes when you're looking for a job and can you ride a motorcycle? Sure. Motorcycle, or I could, yeah. She went to do it. She put glue on it. Actually, one of the crew guys said, no. You have to put oil or something on his nipple. Otherwise, you're going to rip the whole thing off.
Yeah, it did bleed, I think.
Yeah, he really did bleed.
It did bleed.
Oh, yeah. He bled.
I mean,
But it was something else. It was really to be in the room.
previously, I thought he was a great actor. Now I'm thinking he just had to suffer.
Very, very little acting required
Wow.
from Steve in that
Wow.
scene. Yeah.
Have you ever been waxed?
I've never been waxed.
Well, this evening, we've decided, ladies and gentlemen. Great to have you back. Thank you so much. Gwen, I am so excited to meet you. I'm a massive fan. Anna, yes. Thank you for coming. If you come over to the end here, sit along up here. Hello, you. Wow. Nice to see you. Really. Yes, sir. Good to see you. This seems You know Piers a bit socially, I believe, don't you, Adam?
Well,
Ben?
Pierce and I both have places in Hawaii that we've been going for years and years.
Yes.
On
Wow.
Kauai. And so Pierce, Pierce, you're like the mayor of Kauai.
I don't know. That's a very
He
kind
is,
thing to
kind
say,
of.
Ben, but I think you've taken over now. Really.
No.
Really.
But
we
neither of us are the mayor of Kauai. There's an actual,
And Adam, you've worked together as well, haven't you, I believe?
Yeah, well, I had a tiny part in The Matador, and I don't know if
my God.
everybody's seen The Matador, but this is an incredible
yeah,
Pierce
it's
Brosnan
a
performance.
great role. Yeah.
Thank you very
And
much.
Adam, I can't believe you're in that movie.
I am in that
He's
movie.
in so many things.
I'm in it
Have
for
you seen
like
The
5
Matador
seconds.
and
Yes.
you just didn't know he was in it?
Totally forgot he was in
Wow.
it. Yeah.
It was a memorable performance.
Yeah. Let's talk about Severance, though.
Yes.
What a hit it's been, what an amazing show. And fans like myself, we are very devoted to it. But for those who might not have seen it, of course, there's so much TV these days, how would you explain the premise? And I'll go to you, Ben, because you directed many episodes.
Yes.
Amazingly.
Thank you.
And I mean, you did them amazingly, not amazing that you were allowed to direct them.
It was amazing that I was allowed to direct it.
And you co-produced the show as well, I believe.
Yes,
Okay,
yeah.
so how would you describe a show as difficult to describe as this?
I mean, the concept of the show is that Adam plays a guy who gets a job at a company where they put a chip in your head, and when you go to work, you go down an elevator, and the chip activates, and you forget everything about your life on the outside, and then you work all day, and then when you leave, you forget everything that happened on the inside. So you have your outie and your innie. And he's decided to do this because he's going through a loss in his life. He's lost his wife, and he wants to forget. And so I think the show is a lot about that, you know, about sort of grief and also the weirdness of what's going on at this big corporation, Lumen, that sort of is doing something we don't quite know what they're up to, and also the weirdness of this world where these people don't know who they are, what they're doing, or why they're there, but they're just having this sort of like office life that, you know, might resemble something like The Office or Parks and Rec or something.
Amazing show from Apple TV Plus. They've got so many great shows, but this is one of the best. Season 2 of that is out right now, so you can watch both. Because season 1 came out about, I think, 17 years ago.
Yes.
So we
Yeah,
were waiting for
exactly.
that was quite a long wait.
We had a long wait, yeah. I mean, I'm so happy that the audience from season 1 stayed with us, and then we got a bigger audience for season 2 because we had a 3-year break, which was not intentional. We had a writers and actors strike that kind of hit us in the middle, and it just was much longer than we thought.
And so presumably then we can expect season 3 any day now?
Next week.
You are working on it, though, are you?
We're definitely working on it, and hopefully it'll be, you know, it's not going to be 3 years.
Yeah. Here's the thing I want to pass you is so many, because it's a much loved show and it's a kind of like rich and layered show, there are so many theories, fan theories online about what's going on. What are the strangest theories you've heard about it, you've encountered?
There's theories that one of the characters on the show is actually a goat.
Oh, yeah. Well, goats figure heavily in
Yes,
the show.
there are a lot of
Yes.
goats in the show.
You must have spent quite a lot of time working with goats on this show. Then how was that as an actor's experience?
Terrific.
Way easier than acting with Adam.
That's right. That's right.
Was it always your goal to direct, though? Because I know, obviously, I knew
Yeah.
you first as an actor, a great comic
Yes.
actor, and actor as well.
Yes.
First time I saw you on screen, though, you were being directed by the great Steven Spielberg. I saw you in Empire of the Sun.
I had a little part in Empire of the Sun. He came to a play that I was in, first job I ever had. He saw the play, and then he called me in for a meeting. And yeah, there I am in the window with my
Yeah.
hand up. Yeah. I'm like 20.
A
20 years
baby.
old. Yeah. And I had a meeting with him, and he said, "You're going to play these prisoners of war in this story by J.G. Ballard, Empire of the Sun, this great novel." And it was really, though, like an amazing experience to be working, you know, with your idol.
I mean, you were because you had in mind that one day you'd like to direct, you were watching what he did. You were studying his technique.
Totally, yeah. And I'd made a short film that I showed to him. I had a video cassette of it, and he watched it, and he, you know, gave me some feedback on it. And there was one scene where there was like a really long steady cam shot where I had like one line, and I think my line was like, "Hey kid, have you got a Hershey bar?" And then I realized I screwed it up, and I said, "Oh, cut." Oh. And then there's silence, and then after like a couple of seconds, I hear Steven Spielberg go, "What?" And I'm sorry. I said, you know, I just screwed it up. He goes, "You never yell cut if you're the actor." And I just turned white because I knew, yeah, it was really.
That's amazing.
And but
Did you ever work in a Spielberg film again?
No.
But your parents, I wouldn't imagine they were the caravanning type, would I be right?
No. My parents were actors,
They were
comedians.
showbiz.
Yeah, so we were always kind of going on the road with them whenever they'd go perform in Las Vegas. They had a comedy team. And they were called Stiller and Mira, and then my dad went on to do, Seinfeld and other shows.
Yeah,
and my
amazing comic performer.
Yeah, they both were great. And so, yeah, our life was sort of revolved around showbiz and just being around them. And yeah, and I loved it. We loved it as kids to go. They go out to, we lived in New York and we go out to LA and they would do game shows in the 70s or sitcoms. And it was so much fun.
Well, they started doing a show as late as like 2010, I think. I mean, they were doing it for almost all their life. They must have been pretty old by then, I would say.
Yeah. No, they were married for 60+ years, and they just worked together for that long, and then worked together separately. And I've been working on a documentary about them, actually.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's going to be coming out later this year, and it's been a really interesting process of like kind of going through home movies and footage of them on talk shows back in the 70s.
That must have been quite emotional for you as well, I would have thought, to look back
Yeah,
on it.
it's been a 5-year process since my dad passed away, and have gone through sort of times when I like embraced it and other times when I sort of pushed it away. And then we finally got to a point where like, oh, this is actually a movie, where it felt like, oh, this could be a movie for people to see who didn't know my parents. And then I started to feel better about what we were making. But I think, and then it started to get more emotional at the very end. And I think now I'm kind of going to that part of it where it's like, now I'm going to let it go. And so I'm glad I had something to kind of, help, I guess, process the,
I can't wait to see that. I hadn't seen so much of your mum's work, but your dad's work I just adored. You work, speaking of working with family, you work with your wife occasionally, and she's a producer, I believe? Is that right, Adam?
Yeah.
I don't know where this story might lead, but I've been told there was some incident involving prosthetics when working together?
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. That was on a movie we made called The Overnight that I was acting in, and we were both producing together. And I had to wear a prosthetic penis in the movie. In the movie, Jason Schwartzman and I both wore prosthetic penises. His was enormous, and mine was like teensy weensy. And so
hold it, your wife is producing this?
My wife is producing it.
Is this her getting revenge
Right.
for something at home? Or?
That's right. Funny how she cast me in this film. But so when we were shooting these scenes, it had to be applied, it had to be put on, and we weren't gonna ask the makeup department to help me out with this. So naturally, my wife, the producer, would come in and help me get the prosthetic penis on. But it was so small.
How does that work? Because presumably it can't. If it's smaller than the actual item, then it can't go over the top.
Yes.
So presumably the original is.
It has to go
held,
somewhere.
and then it's just planted on top, like a pimple.
That's right. That's right. It's sort of a situation where you're like just pressing down and
Was it
then
an
playing.
innie or outie?
That's
Very good.
I think this was closer to an innie.
That's the move we wanted. Oh,
Hey.
it's great to have you, Kevin. It's so exciting to have you back on the show, Kevin Hart, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Tiffany. Great to have you. I'm such a big fan of yours. I'm so pleased you're here.
Thank you.
You've known each other for a while. I know this is the first time you've actually starred together, but you met years ago. How did you first meet each other?
Tiffany and I first met actually at a comedy club, Tiff?
Yeah, we met at the Laugh Factory in Hollywood.
Laugh Factory in Hollywood. At the time, I wasn't like the
You was
person that you
broke.
see before you
He was
today.
broke.
Well, we don't need to put an exact.
You was struggling.
But
You was struggling.
Yeah.
We was both on struggle mode.
Just
We
let
both
me
was struggling.
give my version.
Okay.
I was very much still a big deal. Tiffany wasn't. Tiffany wasn't at the time.
Oh, I
And-
was popping in the hood.
But not when we first met. When I saw you, I said, yo, you're talented, extremely talented.
I said same to you.
Gravitated towards you. She was actually homeless at the time. Nobody knew, but I found out.
Yeah.
And because I'm such a good person, hence the last name Hart, I dug in my pocket, and at the time, I gave her all the money that I had, and that money ended up doing a lot for you without
Yeah.
me even knowing it.
Yeah, I used that money to put like a down payment on an apartment and got me a place to live.
Yeah.
And you told me to make out a list of goals, like what I want out of
Yeah.
my life, what do I want to do in my career, and I made that list and I have tackled that list. And we are sitting here today, all the way in Europe.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm doing big things. Thank you.
That's amazing. That's a true story. That's a true story.
Very true story.
Yeah.
There's something I want to ask you about the film, because the film, called Night School, very funny, as you would expect with these guys in it, it focuses on your character, and I don't want to give too much away here, but he has learning difficulties.
Yes, yes.
What amazed me, though, was because then reading your book after I saw the movies, I was, you had, I don't know if it was learning difficulties, but you couldn't read until you were 14, 15?
15, yeah. Well, I was able to read, but just things that you could see, like in commercials and stuff. Like you see McDonald's, you know that's McDonald's. You see certain things, you know that's
So
what
you
it is.
recognize words?
Yeah, I recognize words. I didn't have like a really good comprehension or being able to, you know, I couldn't write a story or anything. I cheated a lot through school, and I had a drama teacher who figured it out, and she sat me down. She made me come to her classroom every day during lunch, and she would make me read to her, and she taught me techniques in order that I could read better. So that's how I'm sitting here today and being able to read anything is because that teacher cared enough and she invested the time.
But once again, that's what I'm saying. What an amazing life story you've had. And at school, you were the mascot for the sports team.
Yeah, I was a high school mascot. I was a conquistador, so I was a Spanish soldier. So I was an African-American woman playing a Hispanic man. And I did an awesome job at it. I was the only talking mascot in the whole school district. And I would get on the megaphone and I'd be like, Elko, I went to El Camino Real High School, and I'd be like, Elko, what? And the audience would be like, me, no. And I'd be like, Elko, what? And they'd be like, me, no. Who, no? We, no. Baby! And then the whole audience would go crazy. And
How old were you then?
I was 15.
Well, I think we got a picture of you in the, there you go. So
Oh,
that's,
my
See that?
Oh,
See that?
my
just a baby.
All the boys liked me, but just because I had like hype energy, but they didn't like me. They
So you
just
didn't have a boyfriend? You had a husband?
No, I didn't have no
No,
boyfriend.
of course you didn't have a boyfriend. What girl being a mascot got a boyfriend? No.
I had a boyfriend for like 1 month, and he would carry my bag for me, and they would make fun of him and call him the mascot assistant, and he broke up with me because he didn't want to be the mascot assistant.
Wow.
But guess what? He hit me up just recently on Facebook.
Well, there you go. That's,
Are you ready to assist now?
are you a single woman now then? Are you single?
I'm very single.
Oh, and what do you think of being here in the UK? What do you think of English men?
I feel like it's nothing but opportunity here in the UK. I love the accents. I feel like it's a lot of history. I feel like it's a lot of men here that have inheritances.
Yeah.
I would love to be with a man with an inheritance.
She's way too aggressive. She's way too aggressive.
It's not aggression. I just know
so
what I
aggressive.
want.
It's so aggressive. It's embarrassing. Like
I'm sorry.
If we go out, you know, I'm here with Tiffany. I've been here. I feel like the UK is a second home. We go out to places. I take Tiff to dinner. The first man she sees, she says hello. He says hi back. She goes, "Do you want to have a baby?"
No,
He's like,
I
what?
didn't say that.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
I'll ask them, I say, how many baby mamas do you have?
Yeah, that's so fast.
Different question. Now, there's one thing I loved in the film, a very funny scene. The principal who runs the night school, who was a guy who your character went to school with.
Yes, yes.
And you had butted heads. You had
Yes.
sort of bullied him a little bit back in the day.
I did. Back in the day, he and I, we had a little rough path. I was the guy that picked on him. I made his high school rough.
Yeah.
And he has the opportunity to return the favor by making my night school time as rough as possible.
But there's a scene in which you talk to him and you upbraid him a little bit for talking black.
Yes.
You say, which is kind of like, I guess, his black voice, you say.
Yeah,
Is he
I caught him
using
talking in the black voice.
Okay, now, so explain this to me. What is it? Is this when someone like me, for example,
Yeah.
would say to you something like, I'm looking after my business?
Yeah, that's like, I would go, why did you say that?
So that
Why?
would be a wrong thing for me to say.
Well, it's not that it's wrong. I would just say you're talking in the black voice. You're
Okay.
trying to...
So could I say, like, damn, she thick? Would that be okay?
No, that's...
Because I hear the kids say this, and I want to join in.
But you can't, like, that's... Because I know you don't say that on a regular. If I knew that you said that on a regular basis, then it's fine. But if you talk and you're having a regular conversation, it's like talking to somebody that does radio. And they're talking to you in a normal voice. And then as soon as they go on air, they're like, wow, welcome to WZ. Like, whoa. What just happened, man?
So
That's not how you talk.
I should just be wary and be conscious. So if Tiffany says something, I shouldn't go, oh, no, she didn't.
Yeah,
I shouldn't do that.
Like, no, see?
I shouldn't do that.
No,
okay,
you
I'm
should
just
not.
checking where the line is.
But
I
I
I would be
will...
like, oh, something ain't right with you, boo.
But I will say that you nailed the damn she thick. It was very good the way you said it.
I mean, if he came at me and was like, damn, Tiffany, you think I'd be like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, it would be a little shocking the way you would have to accept it.
Well, now I'm even more confused. In the film, people always mention your size to you, comically
Yes.
in the movies there, and you seem pretty comfortable
Very.
about that. But you get called a lot of names in the film, and I can't help but think some of these must be hurtful to you. Someone calls you a burnt leprechaun.
Yeah. Yeah, that was Tiffany. Tiffany.
I mean, did
Tiffany
you come
said
up with
I
that?
made that one up.
Yeah, you know.
I'm proud of that one. He was wearing green the day before. I was like, he looked like a leprechaun.
No, that was one of the ones where I actually yelled cut. I was like, hey, wait, what was that, Tiffany? She said, I thought it was good. I thought it was good. Yeah.
But the cool thing is, you know, these things, they're sort of joke insults in the film, but you, because you own it yourself and you don't care about it, it gives them no power. When you were a kid, did you have this sort of thing at school, though? Did you suffer these sort of nicknames?
Well, no. See, what people don't understand, as a kid, I was a sex symbol. The thing about me in my younger days, I had choices, you know. I chose comedy, but modeling chose me. And this was the walks down the hallway were long walks because it was always runway-like. There was a moment where I remember kids were yelling like, I wish we could be like you. And I said, maybe you could. And Tiffany, I told you about this, how popular I was.
Yeah.
Now, yeah, I guess, when did your life change? It was it Girls' Night that really kind of you felt
I was
that things
not
went
in a
big?
movie called Girls Night. It's called Girls Trip.
Okay, I apologise.
See how sassy she get? You see how sassy she get right there?
I didn't get sassy at all.
It got very sassy.
I helped.
Well,
That's why you gotta be careful with
I
stuff.
was not being sassy.
It got a little sassy.
No, this is sassy.
All right, okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
You two should be in a relationship. I mean, I guess you are, but you seem like a married couple.
Oh my God, there's no way.
this is
Tiffany
my
would shut me
brother,
down.
man.
If you were both, you're single. If you were single again, would you? Do you
Hell
think?
no.
Hell no.
Why not?
Because she was a mascot. I ain't gonna be with the mascot. No. Nowhere else.
Okay. Come and sit down. Come and sit down. Thank you both for being. It's great to have you both on the show. Rebel, since I last saw you a few years ago, your life has been through some big changes. You are now a married person.
Oh, yeah, taken.
Congratulations. Okay. Married to.
I got married in Sardinia. It was beautiful. It was gorgeous, and yeah, very, very happy to be married.
And didn't your sister marry you? Is that what this is?
Well, my sister, she has a side hustle as a wedding celebrant. Okay. So she actually did the show wedding was in Italy, and then we got legally married in Australia. And then my sister, she had a busy week because she married me, and then she married my mum the next day.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
was that like a 2-for-1 family deal?
We didn't pay her, and she's really upset about that.
But also you become a mum as well.
Yes. So I have a daughter.
How lovely. That's a lovely picture.
Her name is Royce, and I probably shouldn't have named her after a British luxury car brand because turns out she's a bit high maintenance. She's kind of conned me into massaging her feet before she goes to sleep. And sometimes it's not like 2 minutes, it's like 45 minutes of baby foot massage. And I was doing it last night for almost an hour, and I said, I should have called you Volvo.
You and Rebel have something in common. I don't know if you know this.
What?
You have both sang in musicals.
Yeah.
What?
I know, you're surprised,
What musical have you sung in?
Fat Friends.
Oh!
Yeah.
I've actually seen that. Yeah.
I tell you what, I ruined it. It's worse when you see the audience laughing as soon as you start singing and they're nudging each other going, he's going to sing here. It's not pitch perfect, I tell you.
But that happened to me when I started acting. I thought I was going to be a serious actress, and I went on stage, and then from the first line, people started laughing.
Yeah.
So I just went with it. Yeah.
What were you doing? You were doing like big balls, like Shakespeare or something like that?
Yeah, I mean, back in the day, I did like the classics, like Shakespeare and Marlowe, and not Home and Away, not that classic.
Rebel, this will excite you if you're a fan of Rebel, as indeed I am, has a new musical film coming out.
Yeah, speaking of Shakespeare,
Speaking of Shakespeare, it's in cinemas on the 11th of June, but it's a flip on what you might think, because it's not Romeo and Juliet, it is...
Juliet and Romeo, a bit different.
They flipped it. So what's the difference? What have they done differently this time? Because
They've flipped it a little bit. It's kind of got, if you love the classic love story, you've got that. But it's a pop musical take as well on Romeo and Juliet. So if you've got kids and they like movies like The Descendants on Disney, you know, it's kind of got these pop songs that are like that. But it's set in 13th century Verona, and we shot in real medieval castles.
And it's an amazing cast.
Yeah, Jason Isaacs, who's here tonight. Is in it. Like, that was so cool to work with him. I'm like, oh my God, he's from Harry Potter.
Well, that's a good-looking man right there. Hello, Marlon. Thank you for waiting around. It's a guy. Wow. Marlon, I'm so excited you're on the show. I'm excited you're here. I'm excited you're here. You know, let me just ask, what's that in your hand? That's not like a comforter blanket, is it? It's not something you've had since you were a baby, is it?
No,
like
this is black men sweat.
Okay.
And so this is for when I sweat, I can do this. If you ever watch, every black man in suits, they sweat. Like Obama, after speeches, if you watch him, he got a little towel and he just...
Yeah.
Preachers, and the Lord said...
So it goes with the territory. Okay, well, it's a good look. OK, now, before we talk about your movies, which I am a fan of, you come from a very, very large family, don't you? The Wayans, were there 10 kids?
We're not even a family. Yeah, it's 10. It's not even a family no more. We're considered a population.
Wow, yeah.
The Chinese are getting really scared. Like, too many. I just want my sisters to stop reproducing. It's like, look, you guys.
It's getting even bigger.
Because you're not working, and we got to take care of them. I'm tired. At this point, I got 45 nephews and nieces.
Whoa.
Wow. You see, I'm too young for this. Y'all making me feel old. Like, we got so many kids in my family, my father got stretch marks.
But how was it growing? Because growing up, you were not an affluent family. It wasn't a well-off family. So you had a fairly poor upbringing, didn't you?
Is that English for broke as fuck? Yes.
Yeah.
That's a very proper way to go. Y'all broke as fuck.
Yeah. And yet you all went off into these kind of stellar careers. Most of you in media, big careers. Now, where did that come from? How come your family in particular, do you think?
I think poverty, you know, some people had, you know, when you're in the ghetto, you have, you know, there's a couple of things that get you out. Either you stay in school and you work hard and you become like a lawyer or like a doctor. We ain't that smart. Or you're athletic and you become a basketball player. My whole family got flat feet. Jokes was what we do. We used to look at life and go, instead of crying about like the things in our life, we always said, what's funny about it? Yeah. What's funny about poverty? What's funny about, you know, funerals? We go to, because, you know, projects, a lot of people die. So we go to funerals and be like, what's funny about this funeral? And it's just the way our sick mind works. Like, I'm serious. Like, I went to my cousin's funeral and my auntie dressed him in some jeans and some Air Force Ones in the casket. And so he's sitting in the casket like this, and me and my brothers is like, if there's a guest list in heaven, said he ain't getting in. If there's a dress code, he ain't getting in with them jeans on. St. Pete gonna be at the gate like, I'm sorry, Seti, man, you can't get in with them jeans.
Hey, now, I have a picture here of you. There's a selfie. You like taking selfies when you're out and about with famous people. We have some pictures, but there's this one here. Let's see the one. This was taken at a funeral, I believe.
Yeah, that's my cousin's right there. Now, that's my auntie's funeral. That was a lot of fun.
I don't know whether that's exactly. Yeah. It looks like you're having a good time at that funeral.
Well, we have a blast at every funeral. And what's funny about that funeral is my cousin, I did like a eulogy, and my cousin, they so ghetto, they went and they sold the eulogy, the special appearances by the Wayans family. And they sold the funeral like in the streets, like a bootleg. I'm dead serious. And like we made up, so me and my brothers, we made a flyer for like the after party, like Aunt Mo's death funeral. Come party it up with Aunt Mo. We're just a sick, twisted family, but it's beautiful.
OK, let's talk about 50 Shades of Black.
Yes.
Were you a fan of 50 Shades of Grey, the book, 50 Shades of Grey, the movie? Were you a fan of either of those before you came up with the idea for this?
Well, I started reading the book because I seen women on the plane, you know, and they were like, girls loved the book. Like, they were hot and bothered. You know a woman's into a book when she curls up like this here. And so, and so initially I read it because, you know, I wanted to add to my you can never be too good in bed.
Yeah.
So I started reading the book and I started laughing at page like 5, and I just was like, this is, because he was taken so serious, I was like, this is funny. So I originally was gonna write my first parody book, and then I seen the movie and I said, fuck the book. I was like, I gotta do the movie.
You met E.L. James, who wrote the
Yeah, she's
book.
a sweetheart.
You met her, didn't you?
Yes.
Did she know you were doing this?
Yes, one of my buddies introduced me with that Chateau Marmont, and he goes, E.L. James, this is Marlon Wayans. He's the guy that's making fun of your movie. Bye. And so we sat, we had some cocktails. I just want to tell you guys right now, E.L. James can drink.
Yeah. 50 Shades of Black. Wow, well, you are, I guess we would say you are ripped. You are hench.
Yes, I figured if I was gonna be naked for 3/4 of a movie, the least I can do is have a six-pack. Because when you get like 40, something happens where you can't get the whole thing. You just get the top 2.
Yeah.
And it's weird. Or either that, when you get all 6, you get Harvey Keitel abs, you know, the abs with the belly underneath it. You know, like the Sylvester Stallone now abs. And so I really worked hard because I wanted to look good.